These cool science facts are definitely the most interesting things you'll hear today. Here are 9 amazing science facts that are weird, wild, and true. The human stomach can dissolve razor blades. If you ever swallow a razor blade, don't panic. The human body is more capable than you think. Acids are ranked on a scale from 0 to 14. The lower the pH level, the stronger the acid. Human stomach acid is typically 1.0 to 2.0, meaning that it has an incredibly strong pH. In a study published in the journal Gastrointestinal Endoscopy, scientists found that the thickened back of a single-edged blade dissolved after 2 hours of immersion in stomach acid. A laser can get trapped in water. A cool thing called total internal reflection happens when you point a laser beam at a jet of flowing water. To demonstrate this phenomenon, PBS Learning Media released a video in which a laser is positioned on one side of a clear tank of water. When the light travels through the water, it is slowed by the heavier particles in the water, effectively trapping the laser beam in the water. Even as the water flow is gradually decreased, the laser beam remains contained inside the jet, until it eventually disappears when the water is turned off completely. Earth's oxygen is produced by the ocean. Have you ever stopped to think where oxygen comes from? Your first thought may be a rainforest, but here's a cool science fact for you. We can thank plant-based marine organisms for all that fresh air. According to the National Oceanic Service, plankton, seaweed, and other photosynthesizers produce more than half of the world's oxygen. A cloud can weigh around 1 million pounds. Your childhood dreams of floating on a weightless cloud may not withstand this science fact. The average cumulus cloud can weigh up to 1 million pounds. That's about as heavy as the world's largest jet when it's completely full of cargo and passengers. Bananas are radioactive. Here's a random fact about one of your favorite foods. Bananas contain potassium, and since potassium decays, that makes the yellow fruit slightly radioactive. But don't worry, you'd need to eat 10 million bananas in one sitting to die of banana-induced radiation poisoning. Hot water freezes faster than cold water. This may seem counterintuitive, but it's called the Mpemba effect. Scientists now believe this is because the velocities of water particles have a specific disposition while they're hot that allows them to freeze more readily. If proven correct, this finding could also be applied to everyday things, like cooling down electronic devices. Solar flares are incredibly powerful. The energy solar flares release is equivalent to millions of 100 megaton atomic bombs exploding at once, according to NASA. It's a good thing the Earth's atmosphere protects us from their radiation. It's impossible to burp in space. When you burp on Earth, gravity keeps down the solids and liquids from the food you just ate, so only the gas escapes from your mouth. In the absence of gravity, the gas cannot separate from the liquids and solids, so burping essentially turns into puking. Men are more likely to be colorblind than women. The genes responsible for the most common type of colorblindness are found on the X chromosome. The National Eye Institute explains, even if women have the genes on one of their 2 X chromosomes, a properly functioning gene on the other one makes up for that loss. If men inherit the gene on their only X chromosome, they'll become colorblind. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and smash the like button. If you have more interesting ideas, don't forget to leave them below.